should be live. Hopefully. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, cool. Sick. Live on Twitch. Just gonna edit this. Season 7 now. Round 3? Yeah, I missed a bunch. Cool. Done there. Posting the Facebook groups. Yeah, I don't know how many people will be in. I think the European crowd is asleep right now. Sorry to Cobrin and Seraphim, if Sarah still even plays, but sorry to Cobrin. Hopefully we should have some people in though. Anubis might be around. I know he's definitely from the US. SK probably won't make it. But yeah, so I pulled Achilles this round, but I think I'll be able to potentially beat him. I talked to some of the people in my Antares chat, and we think we have a setup that'll beat him. It involves mainly hyper battleships. Yeah, just full hyper battleships, but I'm going to run missile evasion Xers, and then that'll be able to beat it. Hopefully beat him. But Achilles, he hasn't lost a round of Galaxy the past 4.5 seasons now. So he's like super good. And like I've been paired with him I think twice since then, and both times he's beaten me. I think once I 5-starred him after a long time, and the other time I couldn't. But he's not running his Nargis that he has, I think. Or maybe it's Garancho that has Nargis, I can't remember. But yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so essentially we'll be able to evade his Fusion Fire hero with double missile evasion Xers. So I am gonna Xer swap this time around. Something I haven't done before, but I think I need to if I want to beat him. And I do want to actually say I beat him. It took him. So my defense fleet's pretty good this time around. It beats most players can't even get a star on it. He got 1 star and then 3 and then 5. I'm curious with what he ran to beat it. Because like I talked with a lot of players and none of them were really sure like an easy way to 5-star it. So it might have come down to procs, but he got it in 3, which is really impressive. So yo Macross, what's up? How's the volume level sounding? I tried to adjust them, but it's kind of like finicky and I'm not sure why this time around. But yeah, so it's pretty much just me and him in this league. But he dropped an attack to Wolverine, which I'm going to take that one to the bank. I don't know when he was running Wolverine. My guess is Achilles just didn't proc, and then this advanced spread probably went off maybe, or like the missiles took him out. Just straight DPS. So, I mean, granted, that could happen with me too. Yo, Anubis, what's up? That could happen with me too, and then I won't end up winning. But I should be able to 5-star everyone first try. My fleet's good enough to do that. It just depends on procs. But maybe I'll drop 1 or 2 attacks, and then assuming if I get full procs, I actually don't see how I wouldn't beat him with this setup that he has right here. Because like I know he's stacking durability on his hyper motherships. He has durability on his hyper motherships maxed, almost 100% sure. So he has that 20% boost. He's probably running reflex shield. I don't know if he's stealthed or not. I didn't ask SK. Yo, Straybull, what's up? Yeah, so my guess is he's pushing probably 2 to 3 billion durability on these guys. I know that I push almost 2 billion on my hyper mothership DPS if I stack defense, and I don't have any points in durability. So he's probably got a 20% boost on me. I'm assuming his Trons are better. Oh yeah, and it's Tron Day, so at the end of the day, we'll probably open some Trons up. I'm like satisfied with the ones I have now. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but yeah, we'll open up these ones at the end. See if we can pull something nice. He wasn't stealth last round? Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. He doesn't have a cannon threat, so I don't need to stealth. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to run 4 missile attack devices. I'm gonna do one last thing. I'm not sure if I can level up my IM hero, but if I can, I know I was pretty close, I thought. But if I can, I'll take that extra 5% damage or whatever I'll get. Not sure. Ooh, yeah. Oh, 10% attack? Yeah. That actually could be the difference right there, because now that's maxed. So now I can get by just running one Skilltron and have Advanced Intercept 15, so I'm natural 11. But yeah. We're gonna set up. We're probably just gonna go standard hyper battleship. I know I have hyper destroyers and I can use them, but I might keep my spread on hyper destroyers just because I don't really need to run anything else with them. And then I can evade counterfire that way too, if there are any counterfire heroes. Yo, Ken-san. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So just the standard. Ooh, actually, I actually don't like running this guy because he takes a lot of damage. And I meant to retire into a new one, but I don't think I have him. I didn't prepare for this round very well. I've been busy working. Because I don't think my defense shield hero is level 100 yet. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, because I pulled this guy, and I'm probably going to put my LVs into him. But yeah. My Mothership Master will be fine. I won't lose stars, probably. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, we should be able to just get right through him. I'm actually going to run Piercing Fire to hit this guy, just because he could be a threat. The beams aren't really much of a threat, especially on just not even Advanced Confusion Fire. My Hyper Destroyer's attack max? Not yet. I am close. I'm wondering... Jeez. Everything goes right there. I wish that they would let me choose where I want to put these, because I don't want to put them there, but whatever. No, my Hyper Destroyers have 7 points in attack. I could get the other one, but I'm debating if I want to add more into durability right here, because I'm pretty sure that the reason that Achilles was able to beat me this round was solely because of the fact that I didn't have any points in my Hyper Mothership's durability. I think if I had that extra durability, he wouldn't have been able to do it. Granted, I have no idea how he beat it, and maybe it wouldn't have made a difference, but I mean, I'm missing out on essentially a free 20%. And I used to think that defense didn't matter, but like, if he doesn't 5-star me, that's huge. Because that means I just need to get 4 stars, so. I don't know. Defense definitely does play a role at this game in League, but like, only at a really high level. To the point where like you're fending, it's like a 1v1 essentially. Me versus him. Like most of these defense fleets, if you're like in like this range, like you're like 8 to 12, your defense fleet isn't really gonna matter. I mean it might, but offense matters more, because if you can get a couple more stars on a couple people, you'll go from say like this guy is 33 stars, but if he got like 4 more, he'd be at 37, so he'd be at 9 instead of 13. But yeah, so like trying to get a perfect defense fleet at this range isn't gonna matter, because most people are gonna 5-star you anyway. It's only at like the top level. But I can. It's fine. He probably has a beam hole, to be completely honest. A lot of these players do. But yeah, we'll just hit. If I lose stars to dumb ways, I'm gonna be so upset, because like this is the one time that I might have been able to beat Achilles, or I can beat Achilles. So. I think he has over he just has a ton of missile resist. He's got 140. Because I was not hitting the cap against him, even after perfect missile. Or after piercing fire. Wow, I've already dropped. That sucks. But yeah, because, like, his missiles just procced, and his counterfire ate my defense shield. That was what happened. I'll just run random fire beams. That'll work. Pretty sure he had a beam hole. Wait, I probably don't even need to be stealth, do I? I don't think he had any cannons. Yeah, no, he doesn't. What's my, debating if I want to go provocation or hypercharging. My hypercharging device is so expensive. I don't know if I want that extra point in fighter evasion, but it might matter. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I can't afford to drop another attack. No, I don't want hyperspace, I want this one. I think we'll evade his, unless he has an accuracy extra. But that way I won't pop my shield right away, so it'll make him so he has to get 2 hits of, do I have, why is this guy, oh, he's just in destroyers. Well, it was not a good start to the round. Not at all. But it'll be okay. Like I said, I think I know how to beat Achilles, and like I can't think of any other ways. So essentially, I could just pass arm first try. Possibly. Who knows? I really think running a hyper destroyers in a hyper destroyers for spread fire is a really good idea. Like, look at that evasion. Confusion fire would maybe, yeah, confusion fire would hit me, but like counterfire wouldn't. So yeah, it works. Alright. I don't need to unstealth him. He doesn't have any cannons at all. But yeah, and then this would probably work. I could... No, it doesn't matter where I put that. Oh yeah, by proc. It all comes down to procs. See that beam hole? That did 2 billion on his DPS. Right away. So I ate the first explosive fire hit, but it was fine. Alright. Jeez, that's a lot of Battleship Masters. Are there any other guys I don't need to stealth for? This guy. But I need missiles for him. And I'm just gonna put stealth back on. I think I am gonna keep explosive fire beams. Yeah, I think explosive fire beams is pretty important. I'm not worried about getting perfect victories. If I was going for perfect victories, I'd just run missiles, but. What do I normally run here? Do I normally run Temperature? I might switch Clara back over to missiles. Yeah, probably gonna do that. I only needed to switch her back because that guy didn't have, he had a huge beam hole and he just stacked missile resist. His missile resist was like so high. It was above 140, so my advanced precinct card didn't even lower. Used 2 spread fire procs in battle, in one battle, only 2 left. I do have a second spread fire here, but I haven't leveled her up yet. Oh, I gotta change my devices. But yeah, I'm thinking, because I've heard that Achilles has provocation device, so random fire isn't as effective actually against him. So like a double spread fire and like advanced intercept missile can work pretty well. But granted, you get the lower proc rate of spread fire. Is it worth it to get 2 hits? Maybe, maybe not. Random fire would deal more damage, but like it might just hit a bunch of tanks. So there's so many trade-offs to this game. So it's kind of a tough one to run. I'm starting to lean towards the fact that double random fire isn't as good as people thought it was. Assuming they have the provocation device. Only assuming they have the provocation device. Otherwise, not the case at all. But. What is he running for a shield here? Does he have advanced defense shield? Or just defense shield? Yeah, just defense shield. Kind of a weird fleet. Not really that good. I don't know what he's trying to protect against. Oh well. I probably could run all, probably shouldn't run beams, to be honest. I think missiles would be a better bet. Because if I run beams, his counterfire will get to proc up against my, my other heroes, and also his random fire hero can proc off. And if that hero goes off on me and I get hit a couple times, GG. Congrats to Achilles for winning. I'm not about to lose that way though. So actually wait, I can use hit a random button and it knocks and a pop-up came up. Yeah, because like this hero could just, if it hits a couple times on like one of my heroes, because RNG I could lose. But yeah, I'm setting my Piercing Fire hero to proc here. I don't think with Hyper Battleships he's going to have 140 missile resist. The only reason the other guy had it was because he was running Hyper Motherships, and they come with 70 base. So. The weapon order? If they're still running beams. Damn it, they're still running beams. No, I'm so dumb. Wow, he's got no resist. Well, you can still pull this. Okay, we pulled it off, but good call. I swear, I did not make any of these sort of mistakes when I played by myself because I didn't have my computer. It's because I had to like keep talking, and I just like continue on a conversation, and then I think, why am I talking? I need to just fight. And then I realize I'm not set up at all for it. Yeah, this is very much the generic fleet that works on newer servers. Cannons, beams, and fighters. You can also run cannons and missile 6 fighters, especially if you run Adeline instead. And then you run cannon defense and defense shield. That's like the cookie cutter setup right there. But it doesn't work that well because these fighters will be dead. Yeah, it wasn't close on cannon. I had like 10% more to spare. But fighters, these aren't going to live anyway, so they'll be dead by the time my Hyper Battleships come into play. Yeah, I'm curious how he's doing. He's probably like doing alright against the worship players. Yeah, they're getting like 1 to 0 stars. Everyone else is gonna blow them out with 5 stars. That's what you kind of expect with a fleet like that. I'm not drinking this time. Definitely not gonna drink because I need to be sober when I fight Achilles. Just because if I make I can't make any mistakes. As I get drunk, I make more mistakes. Maybe next time. Maybe if I pull an easy round or something. But yeah, and we'll stealth by cannons, so not a big deal. His skills, he's advancing kind of low. He might not have Skilltrons or something like that, but... MSA power. MSA's actually pretty good. I've thought about running a league where I only use MSA and seeing if I can win. But I don't know if I'm confident enough to like set my defense fleet like that, so... See... I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone lately. And like, people think that game is RNG. This game is so much more RNG, I think. I'm gonna unstealth for that guy. What is preemptive even? Is that even a threat? Level 3? Oh god, someone needs to tell this guy not to advance skills. This guy, Neos? Who's ever Neos? The player slays Leo Super. Someone on Neo's side needs to tell this guy, needs to get him in a Facebook group because he doesn't know what he's doing. That sounds rude, but all his guys are super like low ability. He just needs some guidance, that's all. He forgot the dual Skilltron. Yeah. He forgot the LDs. He forgot a lot of things. He forgot resist. I still wish we had Universe in this server. jeez, this guy is advancing a missile coordination A skill hero, putting him on battleships. Alright, I guess I need to find this guy in chat and tell him that he needs some help too. But yeah, like, I don't know. There are like some good players in this for sure, but most of the players are probably not end game, I would say. And like, I don't know, there's probably like 50 of us who talk and discuss the meta on Antares at least. Maybe 50 is a little too high. Man, maybe it's a little low. I don't know. But like, a Universe League or two would just be so much nicer. It'd be so much fun. But AN's kind of like, they're not going to do it until you reach like, it's like a player threshold. And they need like a certain amount of players. And so you need a certain amount of groups. And I think Denev and like Spica and them, they got it. And they were all like 25 to 27 groups. And like us on Antares, we've been chilling at like 20 to 23 the past like 4 or 5 seasons, and it's not getting any bigger because even though people are joining, people are leaving because there's nothing else to do. Like they get bored with this. So I don't know. I've been trying to like talk to some of like the mods and like the user community team to like try and see if they can like push to the devs that we're trying to like we want a universe because it'll bring in more players. Because like our player base is pretty stagnant. Even though we're getting new 100s, we're also losing old 100s. More fun once I get a bunch of LDs. Yeah, you just gotta. There's a lot of grinding to this game, but I mean you can still like discuss and game strategies and stuff, which I think is cool. Straybell, you're 100, right? You're a newer. Are you a newer 100? I think also these type of games, they just like there's not a lot of people who are trying to play endgame. I think we're definitely in the minority. Oh, is there another tonight? Nice. Yeah. How long have you been playing then? Because I mean, I've had this account going for almost a year and a half now. I mean, I don't play it as much now. I pretty much just do League and occasional War and stuff. But I definitely grinded for the first 6 months and made sure I got up to the top. But yeah, because I mean, like this is like the type of fleet that would like do decently in campaign. It gets you by. You win a couple of wars, but like it doesn't. It's not up to date with the meta, I guess. And a lot of players they just don't play up to the meta, and that's like something I've come to realize about this game. 4 months, yeah, that's not bad at all. LDs are definitely a shortage, but like you can get them, and you'll be surprised. Like you can pull things off without the LDs if you have enough Trons and stuff. And like you'll start pulling upsets on players, and like getting 5 stars where you think you aren't able to get 5 stars, and it's such a good feeling. Like. I don't know. I'm sure people in the Antares chat can like touch on this, but like a lot of them, they came to the Antares chat terrible. They were so bad. Like Seraphim, I don't know if he likes to admit it, but like he was such a bad player when he first started. He had no idea what he was doing, and like he kind of like teach them like what's good, what's bad, like how the meta works, and then they come to understand it. And then Sarah was like, he got like top 5, like. In like season 2 or season 3 or something, so or maybe like top 10, I don't know. But he's like a decent player, like a threat. So I don't know. That's why I think communication is really important, and the game doesn't offer enough communication in game. Like this chat, there's 4 hours have gone by. What's been happening? Nothing. Nothing's been happening. There's no messaging system. That's why we have to rely on Facebook. So he won your league, yeah. He just plays League now. He doesn't even chat anymore. But yeah, so I don't know, just kind of interesting. It definitely is a very interesting, like a unique meta, and I kind of like what hyper weapons have done too. I really want to run advanced long range fighter with the augment fighter. I actually could. I don't see a reason to run it right now, and I kind of can't waste literally any more attacks. So it doesn't matter. But I do have my fighter 2 upgraded to range, and then I have 1 upgrade to accuracy. I'm assuming that means that every time I fire, I'll get 12 accuracy up. And I kind of went for accuracy over damage because I'm planning on using it in place of explosive fire. So I'll get a fire rate of 3 with the advanced long range fighter, and it'll fire real quick too. 2 is the max range upgrades, by the way, for anyone watching. So I'll get a fire rate of 3, and I'll eventually be doing tons of damage, and I'll have wicked high accuracy. So it's like a late game sniper. And I think it'll work. It pairs well with Hyper Destroyer builds, where you just try and evade everything. So definitely gonna try that out. But just like interesting ways to kind of like add a little bit to the meta, you know. If I don't proc, this could go really bad for me. But I think I'll proc. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Advanced Intercept Missile is such a good skill. Act Bump is really nice, so 300% Gary's even fails a bit. Exactly. And you want the funny thing is, too, people don't really, like, try and evade fighters right now. The meta is more focused on evading missiles and beams. And if you're, like, you kind of just evade cannons because they're not very accurate. And you kind of don't really, like, try and evade fighters. At least that's, like, how I run my heroes. Like, I don't have Gary, but like, what do I have? My Peter, for example. I guess I am evading fighters. All right, bad example. I think not a lot of people evade fighters, so, or like specifically try and like push their numbers super high. Like my Peter has, what does he have? He's got 603 evasion. But I didn't have that for a while. I normally ran double missile evasion, and I was pushing my missile evasion to like 660, and my fire evasion set at 500. So augmented fighters used to be a good way to beat them, but I went for a more well-rounded setup because I figured that like 573 isn't really that big of a difference, and if they're gonna run perfect missile or explosive fire anyway, it's whatever. So I don't know. That's how I see the game, at least. I dropped 2 attacks. How many did he drop? He dropped 3, right? Damn it, I literally can't drop one more. So Leon. Again, probably newer level 100. Just needs more LDs, needs more time. Time is definitely something in this game. I mean, I guess now you can just buy your way to the top. From either fighters to missile, you should evade missiles, yeah. I don't know why people don't stack resist on their DPS heroes. Like, I hit for 2 billion on his DPS, but his other guy had resist. I would think it's important to resist your DPS. This guy likes his fighters, that's for sure. I would never recommend hiring navigators like this. You swap to beams. Yeah, I mean pretty much everything is viable. If you can push your ability like to 270 or more, you're gonna evade 95% of things anyway, and that 5% that will hit you is like, those are like the top players that we're talking about when we talk about the meta. Like, it's like evading those top players and stuff. So this is an example of a player who has the LTs, because like level 15, I mean that's level 9, level 15 for that, level 15 for advanced spread, that's a really good one. But like, it's kind of like, what is he trying to do with it? because it's not really, like, missile coordination isn't really helping him that much. Missile spread's fine, but he's just kind of putting pieces together, but, like, not actually painting a picture, essentially. So, I don't know. And these are the players that, like, I'd like to talk to, because they probably just don't understand the meta, but, like, if they did, they'd probably be pretty interested. Because, like, if you're playing this game enough to the point where, like, you have, like, this many LDs to put at level 15, or, like, to farm Trons to get +4 skills, you've obviously sunk a lot of time into this game. So, understanding it at a higher level is, I think, pretty cool. But yeah, as long as, I might actually unstealth for this guy, so I'm gonna pass him. I really need that damage. I can't afford to lose anything, so. Probably a newer player, no advanced skills. This guy, I see his name, and I know that the Koreans, they definitely gun, and they can level up fast, so I wouldn't be surprised if in like 2 months this guy is top player. Wish Hypercruiser could increase attack. I'm at a disadvantage DPS wise until I get more DPS. True. Are you trying to go Hypercruisers? I've never messed with Hypercruisers. Oh, is it kind of? Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was so bad like that. My bad. Hypercruisers on DPS, like, I've never really fiddled with them. I've thought about it, and I think I kind of regret I regret adding Hyper Destroyers on defense instead of Hypercruisers, because I think Hypercruisers are a lot more versatile. With the fact that you can resist maybe one weapon and evade the others, whereas I can't really do that, and Explosive Fire kind of kills me. But yeah, Hypercruisers are they're a hard ship to use. You need a lot of the tools, so you need all the defense heroes, because you're going to be switching a lot on League, whether it's like beam defense or cannon defense, missile defense, and you're just going to be doing a lot of switching, and like that's kind of what separates like the good from the great players. Is like anyone can have like a good fleet, but you're going to need to spec your fleet for each individual opponent. And if you're fine doing that, Hypercruisers can work, but if you want a much more like generic way of beating players, you might be better off with a different ship. At least that's how I see it. Hyper battleships could probably, I love hyper battleships, just because like you just go straight attack and it works most of the time. But yeah, hyper motherships are the safe bet, but they're super expensive. I think Sarah is like at the point where his one upgrade is like 600 or something, so like they can get super expensive. But yeah, hyper battleships are pretty cheap. They cost a lot if you want to get stealth with them, but granted, you can definitely run hypercruisers and excel. I'm pretty sure. I think there's a top player on another server who's like a Korean and runs hypercruisers on DPS, and he's won a bunch of leagues in a row. So you can do it. It's pretty difficult. It's not the easy option per se. Wow, this guy really likes his cannon spam. Jeez, he's just running. That's a lot of cannons. Doesn't really matter though. I'll just still buy it. It gets expensive to switch so much. Yeah. You probably want to put points in cost reduction if you're switching a lot, at least 5. But even then, it can still be pricey. Absolutely pricey. If you ever like have any ideas about like what you think could work, just PM me or something. I'm down to discuss the game. I'm not in the chat as often anymore, but I definitely still learn from time to time. Actually, gonna post in here. But yeah, if you want to like actually get a response from me, I would recommend messaging me individually. I will respond to whatever you send. But if you like tag me in the chat, I might not get it, because like sometimes it's there's like there's like 500 messages by the time, and I'm not about to scroll up and find where someone mentioned me. Yo, what's up, Wills? So many Facebook tabs open. Sorry about that. Bunch of notifications. 2 points of cost reduction? Yeah, you'll want to get more than that for sure. I don't know why it's running advanced emergency repair right there. I mean, I get why, but like you want defense shield. If you're gonna run 40 DPS, you need defense shield. And also, advanced emergency repair isn't that great on this type of a hero because you want to get hit. This guy will get hit and then be dead the next hit anyway. So. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Wills or D Wills. I actually don't know how I should pronounce your name. I guess I've said both a lot. Jeez. Explosive fire is so nutty when it procs like that. I love it. I don't need stealth for this guy. I do need stealth for Wolverine. So Wolverine is the guy that Achilles didn't kill, so... Or get first try. But I think he just didn't proc. I don't think Wolverine actually has like something up his sleeve. Yeah, Achilles definitely did not proc. There's no way he would. There's no way he would drop the start of that because that was just straight up War Fleet perfect victory right there. Wow. Ramses. Looks like he's just getting hyper motherships because he still doesn't have these guys in them, so he probably just can't afford it yet. You'll see that a lot of people like get their first hyper ship. D Wills, cool. But yeah, the cannons could be a threat, but I'll just stealth by them. Stealth is so good. Highly recommend anyone watching that they get stealth. It's a game changer. I recommend getting any sort of like hyper weapon that changes the game. And like skills, you should get the skills that change the game. And like those type of skills are like spread fire, advanced piercing fire, confusion fire. Advanced random fire kind of does, it's just a little better. But like explosive fire isn't that great of an advanced skill. I see a lot of people go for it right away, but it's really not that much better. You get 20% more damage, and you also get what else do you get? You get to hit like one more outside, but that doesn't really change the game. It's usually just hitting a tank anyway. Like in this scenario, if I hit this guy, instead of hitting him and him, I hit these three too. And I guess I do 20% more damage, but it's not a game-changing skill. Advanced piercing fire literally changes the game. Because now all of a sudden you can just ping away, and then every hit is 2 billion after. Assuming they don't have 140 resist, but... I don't know. I think a lot of people just advance skills, but they don't really like understand. Like they just think it's better, but they don't think why it's better. So I think understanding that's pretty good. And like spread and defense shield just go hand in hand. Like you need advanced spread to pop advanced defense shield. It's that simple. So advanced defense shield is kind of a game changer too. I love my Valentine though. She's in for my war handling setups. No, I feel you. I like explosive fire too. I run it more than I should because I have a super godlike hero. But it's like I have Valentine, but I actually have a better hero. Like this hero is better than Valentine stats wise because I have gold lead. Yeah, I mean I run it too. Like stealth, I hit 6.4 billion. So. And on stealth, I hit like almost 7, I think. AF is about procs to get shields down the extra range and explosion really crush DPS fleets. True. Yeah, it is nice like that. It does. You get 2 guaranteed DPS fleets hits. I'm not saying explosive fire is a bad skill. I'm saying that the jump from explosive fire to advanced explosion fire isn't as big as people think it is. There are jumps that are bigger from like piercing fire to advanced piercing fire. Or spread fire to advanced spread fire, then advanced explosive fire. Or advanced intercept missile too. That's a good one. That's all I'm saying. Explosive fire itself is a very good skill. But I just don't think advanced explosive fire is that much better, I guess. GG. I just didn't proc. Alright. Well, now we can just kind of waste our attacks because it doesn't really matter. But I still want to see if I can beat Achilles. Advanced precision fire, that's a game changer. I actually don't even have an advanced precision fire. I know it's a game changer, I just haven't like used it yet. I should have put my explosive fire there. Whatever, I'm dumb. Man, if I end up 5-starring Achilles first try, and it turns out that I just lost because I was dumb in these side guys, I'm gonna be upset. I'm not gonna be upset, but I still really want to know how he beat me. I have no clue. I don't understand why that's not a thing. Like I don't even. I heard it's because like there's not enough memory or something. Like their servers can't handle all of that. I guess like storing all those videos. What's the crack with advanced precision fire? It gives everyone an accuracy bonus on your squad, which is it's pretty nice. But to do that, you have to sacrifice a You have to sacrifice some sort of DPS hero in place of it, because advanced precision fire is not better than advanced precision fire for DPS, but it makes your other guys better. And I think it's also pretty useful on, it can be useful on defense, giving your confusion fire a little boost or counter fire. But don't try and pair it with a jamming hero. That's just counterintuitive. My EF hero, but she's at 7.0 or 7, almost 7.1 bill. Claire's at 6.5. So like that's the power of hyper battleships right there. Is that damage. So useful against pesky all evasion setups, not much else then? Kind of. I mean, you use it against like people that have high evasion, but you can't use it if like you do that and then you end up dying from their DPS because you can't wipe them. So you have to make sure you can wipe all their DPS first. And that's like why it's not a super endgame skill, and like I don't run it in this standard fleet. But in niche scenarios, it's definitely super good. Alright, so now we got Achilles. I can't win because dumb tiebreaker rules. I've dropped 3 attacks. He's also dropped 3 attacks. But yeah. Because I've already lost. And I said I would. I think I'm just gonna poke him like this just to see what is see how much DPS or how much durability his DPS guy's got, and then we'll see if we actually want to evade the confusion fire. think I need to put on best shields. So it loses effect when it dies? No, it stays for the whole time. She gets some nice boosts at coin toss proc. Yeah. She also does get a damage boost, so she's useful by herself for taking out those guys. Do I not even have my advanced? Oh, I do. Cool. I kind of just want to see if I get 4 procs, if his DPS will die. If I can't with 4 procs kill his DPS, no, it's not gonna matter anyway. Really should not be 20 crystals. I don't know who at AN thought 20 crystals was fair, but it's not. Strabo's following, sick. Thanks for following. I'll probably stream next week too. So since I got my PC, I gotta dismount. Yeah, way too expensive. I mean, it just helps the people who spend money. That's what it does. Which, I mean, like, I can't fault Anne for like thinking that that's the best thing to do, but like, yeah, it's no fun. It would push our meta so much further if we could like extra swap cheaply, but at the same time, like, we're in the minority, so I understand why they don't. Maybe 5 max? That's what I'm saying. If it's 5 max, you could extra swap a couple times based on just the 10 crystals you get from dailies alone. But maybe that's not what they want, because they want people still spending money. Like, they don't want them to stop spending money. I've been free to play for like almost a year now, like 10 months. I'm sure they're not happy about that. Fully change, because she's in Hyper Destroyers anyway. Worst money pit you played? Dude, I don't know what kind of games you played. This game actually isn't a money pit at all. I mean, like, we talk about like how it kind of is, but there are some games out there that are so much worse. Like, this is definitely a game where if you put like a couple hundred in and you play your cards right, like, you can be top 10 at the start of a server. I don't know how much money it would take to get to the top now. But yeah, I mean, this is my account, and like, I think last time I checked, I was like almost at 200. I was at like 190. Only because you don't speed up Hyper? True. That's true. But that's a new thing. That like wasn't a thing for almost a year that I played. But no, I definitely agree. Now it is a money pit. Okay, so like, I only have 1,200 crystals, but look how many cosments I have. If I could just transfer all those cosments instantly into hyper points, like, it would cost me so many crystals, but if I was a pay-to-win player, I could just boost my hyper up instantly. I could get that 20% durability, I'd beat Achilles, but... And that probably why you've never hit an honor hero. Yeah, honor heroes are just, it's like a 1% chance, and then even if you pull one, it might be a bad one, so... You're not really missing out. The only honor heroes that are, like, uniques are really just Nargis. I mean, there are, like, some that are really nice to have, but, like, Valentine, everyone loves Valentine, but my hero's better than Valentine. The Spreadfire hero is really good. I wish I had one like her. They definitely did a good thing with changing the Honor Store heroes. They were so trash before. Those crappy govs, 1%, tries 0.001. Nah, it's actually like 1%. I went, like, 2 days in a row I pulled Nax. I pulled Nax, and like the next day I pulled Nax again. And Nax is like a super shitty gov. Henry and Peter are nice. Sorry, Gary and Firth, definitely. Firth is good. He's not as good anymore. A lot of people aren't running cannon defense anymore in the meta. But yeah, Henry and Peter are super good. I mean, like, and like Nicholas is a good one too. That emergency repair Militia Master, and like those heroes are just heroes that are. Like, Nicholas, I don't think you can ever get a hero better than him. Peter, too. Just because they get that extra, they get 30% extra ability, so they start at 50. And instead of, like, a gold ability hero would start at 40. So, automatically, they're getting a 10% boost, and they have perfect stats, essentially. So. You've got Nicholas, the ER hero? Dude, that's a nice pull. I have a good ER hero. I have Aaron, who, like, I can't complain about him. He's solid, but Nicholas would definitely, like, add another billion durability or something. But yeah, I switched him from Maya the second I got him. I have, like, endgame heroes of every hero except Spreadfire. I still run this one. Does anyone run all advanced defense skills? I don't think so. I don't think it would be that good of a fleet. Advanced Piercing Fire wouldn't totally wreck it, but just a constant onslaught of weapons would, and your evasion wouldn't be able to get that high. It's a good, solid defense fleet, especially in war defense, but the top players would be able to break through. War fleet, honestly, you could probably get 100 wins in a row with that. Throwing like a maybe you want a DPS hero in there. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna check my evasions. So now my evasion for missiles is 335. I think I have Peter on Confusion Fires missiles. So 395, and that's with an accuracy device. I don't think it's with an extra. Sorry. I'm going to, oh, that was my, DPS. What are these guys at? 274. I am going to run the Missile Evasion extra, or Missile Evasion engine, just to get a little more. But yeah, this is, like, the highest you could push Hyper Battleships, essentially. 324. For DPS heroes. Am I missing? Yeah, I need another IM extra. But yeah, all defense fleets, good on war defense. It'd probably get beat on, yeah, I did have an accuracy. It'd probably get beat in League, but... Where's my... Do I have another one? Man, if I don't have another one, I'm gonna be so upset. I was like, I thought I did. I checked, because I checked how many Trons I was running and that had evasion missile, and I was like, shit, I only have 4. I was like, I won't be able to do it. But I had a couple saved up from pursuits. I mean, not that it mattered anyway, because obviously Achilles, his fleet was too good anyway, so... But yeah, assuming I full proc, I think I'll win. Because his Confusion Fire isn't a threat, and then once his DPS are dead, it's just a matter of continually hitting. But if my Spread Fire doesn't proc, there's no way I win. Because I just can't do the amount of damage I need. All 4 of those hit his tanks, just saying. I'm pretty sure he has Provocation. Rip. Oh, that's interesting. I evaded his Spread Fire almost. So you're currently using Advanced Counterfire, Defense Shield, Double Clariclone, and William? Yeah, William's probably your weak spot. You run that on offense or defense? Also, is your Advanced Counterfire, Nargis, or is it, just a regular one? Well, it makes me feel better that I wouldn't have been able to beat him anyway. I still want to know how he got 5 stars on me. I thought my fleet was so good. Only have 5 attacks left? Please, just proc. Oh, my Rain of Fire didn't proc. I can still do it. No, are you serious? That 91. The 91 beam Rain of Fire just went off and destroyed me. No, that's so depressing. I could have won. So this fleet definitely could work. But, my Rain of Fire didn't proc at the beginning, which kind of sucked, and then he was left with 91. I wonder if there's any way I can boost IM's skill. Or IM's damage. No, those Trons are like straight 130s. Yeah, those Trons are too good. 91 ships? Dude, hyper battleships are so frail. So frail. Especially because I don't run defense like out of my Trons, so... Yeah, welcome to 91 ships from the 1500 that he has. It's so much for motherships. What do most motherships run? I feel like most people don't run 1500 to 1400 motherships. Hyper motherships, that is. What do I run on my tanks? Like, how much lead is that? I've got almost 1100. 1300, okay. 1280. What's my highest lead? What's my counterfire? 78,000? He's probably running 90k lead on both of those guys. No, I don't have provocation device. If I did, I would run it just on him. It wouldn't make that much of a difference though. So like 90k lead? Yeah, that's what I figured. It's a lot of lead. A lot of lead. Especially if he got there without... If he didn't have gold lead, that's a lot to push. Definitely running lead Xers. But it's crazy that he can run lead Xers and still get this ability. Like I said, he's definitely... Achilles is definitely the best player on our server. No doubt about it. I don't think anyone can say that they're better than him. I thought I could cheese my way and win, but... Alright, this is it. This is the setup right here. We did it. I think we did it. Yep. So this is what I needed my first try. But yeah. The perfect... I don't even care that I lost. I'm just happy I 5-starred him. Yeah. Oh well. GG's to him. I would have lost even if I had done that first try because I was bad against the other players. And I definitely didn't have good procs. But the setup that I thought could work, I thought it could work in the amount of procs I had. It was just a matter of RNG. Sometimes you gotta play the odds, and like, maybe I proc the 5th time, maybe I proc the 1st time. Who knows? But you'll eventually get it. You'll eventually get it. So, but yeah, that still puts me in the running for. I could potentially still win this season, even though I didn't win this round, because I'm still at max stars. But yeah, like, so Achilles, he pulled, like, he didn't win last season, but it's just because he had less medals. He's actually gotten boned a few times from that, but yeah, didn't drop any. He's the only one to not drop in season 5. Season 4, also same thing. There were 3 people that didn't drop any wins, and he just didn't get enough stars. And then this one here, same thing. I cheesed him out that time, because I got a little more, so I won that season. That was my prime. That was prime Wooly when I was actually grinding this game. And then this season he won too. I got 2nd that one, but that was the only time he dropped a galaxy round. I don't know how he did the 1st season. Oh, he got 3rd. So yeah, so like Achilles is like he's like our top player essentially. But good thing he's Terran. Yeah. But yeah, so that was the stream. Oh, I said I was gonna open the Trons. If you want to bounce, that's fine. I'm gonna open some Trons for a bit. See if we can get lucky. I can probably show you guys that I do not have better luck than you. And it's kind of all RNG. Like, I'll probably won't get any endgame Trons out of this. I had to farm a ton to even get decent Trons. But if you farm enough, like I said, you'll play the odds and you'll get lucky. And that's all it takes. Is that a lead double lead defense? Don't I just have one of those? Oh, I have defense lead. I want to scrap a Tron. I don't need this one. No point in ever using this one because it doesn't have lead. You pretty much need lead for an endgame Tron. Alright. Tron parts. What can we even make? Oh, I can't even make any ability ones? That sucks. Oh well. I definitely don't farm. Who ate my rice, An? Or ricin? What's up, dude? You missed the stream. I ended up 5-starring Achilles, but it took me a bit, and I also dropped attacks to some people that I probably shouldn't have, so we did not end up beating him. Yeah. The fight against Achilles is pretty good. I did have the right setup, and I did end up 5-starring him with a perfect victory actually, so it totally worked. But it just, the RNG, my setup, I needed to have full procs, or I needed to get lucky and have him miss his procs, and I think the latter happened. So just kind of playing the odds, and eventually. And the better Tron thing sold, yes, nah, dude, it's real. It's just, it's the odds are so small. But no, it's definitely real. Yeah, you just got unlucky. Yeah, we'll make some of these. My ability Trons are kind of what I need the most. And I don't need skill Trons anymore, so if I pull skill Trons, it's kind of a waste. Why are you doing this? Why are you upgrading Trons? Is it worth it? Yes. You should always upgrade your Trons. You want to only use rares if possible. If you're an earlier level player, you can definitely use, like, when I was leveling up, I would use the advanced ones, or what's the middle one? The medium ones? I don't remember what they're called. Yeah, advanced. But now it's at the point where I use all rares. The only reason I'm using T5 deltas is because I don't have any T6. Those are only available through Tron caps. You can't farm these. So you just use those. Wow, clicking that brings you to this screen. Wow, I did not know that. Learn something new every day. But yeah, So, but if you're looking for like endgame trons, you need to use all T5 rares because like, you can get the 105 to 130 level, the spec right there, and the A to S. And the A to S doesn't really matter. So there's a couple of variables that go into trons. And the first is what rank you get, which could be, like in this case, A through S. And that determines how much your secondary stats are going to be. And then there's the spec, which is 105 to 130. And that's the tron level. So in this case, so I'm just going to make a tron. Okay, so I actually pulled a good one. Kind of. I'm probably going to... that gov's really bad for me. But T6 rares, yes. 5 advanced tron parts for 5 times the chance versus 1 rare part. I would go with the 1 rare because level matters a lot. So that's 1680 right there for the lead. That's a set number, and that's based on the level itself, which is an L121. So a level 121 Tron for lead will always have a 1680 value. And I'll see if I have another one that's close to it, so I can kind of show you. Yeah, understanding how the Trons work is actually pretty good. I have better ones than plus 50 gov, so although I might keep it because it's got skills. I'll probably keep it because it's got a skill on it. Do I have a lead? Yeah, so I actually have one right here. So you can see that it's L121 and it's 1680, so it's the exact same. So this stat doesn't change. I don't think I have a Atron to show you, but the first stat actually doesn't change regardless of yeah, so it looks like every level's 400 lead. The first stat doesn't change regardless of A, B, or S or whatever. And that's why for like experienced Trons, it doesn't really matter if you make a A or a B or an S because the first value is all that matters. But an S-Tron will get the secondary stats. An S means you can get a skill. That skill's not available if you have A-Trons, and you also get essentially twice the value. So like for this Tron right here, this 130 Tron, actually I think that's not I don't remember if I crafted that one or if that's if that was an event Tron. I can't remember. We'll just look at this one. This one wasn't. So I made this Tron, and so this 130 defense stat, that stays the same. And the lead right there, if this was an A-Tron with the same stats, but the RNG rolled a instead of an S, I would have like 5,300, what, 60 something? 67? 367 lead right there, because it'd be half of it. And my defense would be like 33 or 34. So that's like the big difference. So the difference between an S and an A is usually about like 5k lead and like 30 attack or defense. And if you have an ability secondary stat, it'll be abilities are usually like 20-ish. So, but there's also more variables that go into this. So there's the stats themselves, like so this attack, they can range from anywhere from 40 to 60% of the original stat. So essentially, I would want to get a stat that has a. I guess this one has defense right there. So 40% of 130. What is that? That's 52. So the lowest secondary stats you could ever pull with like a 130 Tron would be 52. And the highest would be 78. So essentially, like, if you're looking at secondary stats for Gov, something that has like 70 or above is super good, because that means you rolled really good on your Gov rolls. Let's see if I have anything like that. Yeah, so this one was 52, so that's a pretty bad roll. I definitely could have gotten a better one. I would like below the half percentile. Is this one a good roll? It's 127 minus 59. My mental math is bad right now, it's late. So that was a 68 roll on my Gov, so that's pretty good. Not too bad. But yeah, so that's how Trons work. So there's actually like a set way, and it's just a bunch of variables, and you roll a bunch of numbers, and if you get all perfects, then you'll have a crazy, crazy Tron. But like, so your Trons can always be improving, because there's no way you have perfect Trons. And event Trons, they are different, yeah, because they're all set, and like they don't have to follow the standard rules. That's like event heroes too. Event heroes can have like more stat points than like heroes normally should, or less in some cases too. Valentine actually has the honor hero has like 10 or 15 less attack or less stat points overall than any other random hero. But to counter that, she actually gets 5% extra ability. So yeah. But yeah, this game is all it's essentially a math simulation. And you're just playing RNG. Jeez. Yeah, I don't want that. But yeah, I'm at the point where I don't need Skilltrons anymore. So I'm pretty much hoping to pull double ability on my ability Trons, and then probably a lead secondary. With high rolls on them too, because sometimes you can get a level 130 Tron and you get shitty rolls on your secondary stats, and it's not even that good. So the level of the Tron doesn't make it super, super good. If RNG is perfect, you can pull 170, 130 to 78, 78, yes. That would be if it's completely perfect. Should you find the extra for the top strat? Nah. You should just, you should figure out what you want your heroes to, because you kind of want them to be, like, well-rounded, I guess you could say. So, like, right here, I had, like, 550 attack. Once you start pushing like up above 550 to 600, the game like it exponentially gets not as good. So like I'll see people posting to the user community page, they'll have like 700 attack. That's a total waste. If you like took that accuracy or that attack extra or whatever that you're using and you put it on like a lead extra, or you switch Trons, you would get a lot more damage. So like an ideal hero would be like 550, like this is like the ideal hero right here. It's like 75,000 lead, maybe 215% accuracy or ability, and like 550 attack. That's like a very well-rounded hero. Let's see, what else do I have? I guess with this one's a little different. Probably this one does more damage, but she also doesn't as much. I could boost lead a little more. Am I running an ability extra? Yeah, I am. So, ideally, I could probably run something like this. Even though it's an A-tron, it still might be better. Because I got high rolls on it. That's why I still run this one. This A-tron right here is because I pulled high rolls. So it's better than a low roll one. Because it has ability, lead, and attack. I just didn't have another one like it. But yeah, I usually push for 70 to 80,000 lead, 200 to 230 ability, and like 500 plus attack. And how you get there doesn't really matter, but that's like a good idea. I usually recommend bumping up lead. Lead is probably what people slack on. Unless you're at 70,000, you can always use more lead. But yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. The game's kind of complicated, so like you might not get it completely right away. But should I start running Leadtron again? Done most of them, they were A rank. Now you don't have any. I think Leadtrons are some of the best trons. Like if you push, cause like all those extra ships that you get are like that just means more attack. And if you're at that point where getting more ships is better than just boosting the ship's attack, then it's worth it. Alright. No good trons from that one. I still have a couple battle ones though. Yeah, so this is a pretty bad roll. I think okay, so this is an example of like, this is a level 109 Tron, and my attack skill was higher than that defense that I had on the other one. So that's like the RNG right there. So I actually pulled a pretty high value on my attack. Granted, I don't want it, but when you first hit 100, yeah, I definitely agree with that. If you can't afford to run lead, you shouldn't. But if you can afford, you should definitely run it because it's important. And then for my defense Trons, I really want a good defense lead and ability. That also gives you a lot of versatility because I can use it on a hero if I want to stack lead or if I want to stack defense or ability. So I have a bunch of options. Like on a hero that evades a lot, I'm gonna put ability up. But on a hero that's say like I don't really care about my ability, or I don't want to push ability high because I want to get hit, like Advanced Emergency Repair, I'll stack lead. Oh, so that's a pretty shitty one. My lead actually had a really good roll. My defense, my two secondary stats had crazy rolls. Like 6.3k is a lot. I think it's a lot. Man, maybe it's a low one. But 58 defense is a lot considering it's a level 105. Oh, well, I don't need it. But yeah, so like that's why making Trons is difficult because there's so many variables at play, and I'm at the point where I need so many of them to line up to be an endgame. So I didn't even get any, but if you see how I stack my emergency repair hero, so I run like 560 defense, 77k lead almost, but my ability I keep a little lower. And that's because I probably run, I guess I do run ability. Do I run double skill extra? Oh, I have to run double skill extra. But yeah, I'd probably run, if I had a lead, I would run lead over this. Sometimes like you should just see whatever stat you have the highest. If you have an extra or something that's like boosting it, try putting an extra somewhere else and see how your stats change. Your attack might go up. I know the first time I was talking to people about this, like there was one guy and like his heroes, he was running hyper battleships and they were doing like 4 billion damage, and I told him, I was like you're running them terribly. He had like 700 attack, 42,000 lead, and like 230 ability. So he just didn't have any lead. And I was like, dude, just put your lead up a bunch and like sacrifice a little bit. And his DPS went up like 1.5 billion. Like he gained 1.5 billion damage by boosting his lead up to like 70k and sacrificing a little more. Because he almost doubled his fleet size. So like he essentially almost got twice as much attack, and he just had to sacrifice like 30%. So yeah, so that's kind of how it works. You just want to be well-rounded. Doing the max, what is max lead on a hero with no Tron? 48k, 42,000. If it's they have 42k normally, but gold ones have like 50,400, I think. I can check. Yeah, 50,400 is a gold lead hero. And theoretically, we can calculate what the highest lead is if you had perfect stats. What is this one? 129. So a perfect lead Tron would have 19,600. And if you multiply that by 0.6, because you assume that you pull a perfect side stat, you'd have 11,760. So, and that's why like these Trons are so good, because like this has 11,000. Oh yeah, that's my. Oh no, that's the event Tron. This is a good one. This is my best Tron I've ever pulled. It's actually so good. It's pretty much perfect rolls. I think I was only. Yeah, I'm like 60 lead off. This might be a perfect roll on my lead for my secondary stat. Could you pull a triple lead? No, you can't. Your secondary stats cannot be identical. So you can pull like attack and attack if it's main, but you can't pull like attack, attack and attack. And you also can't pull like attack, lead, and lead. So theoretically, you could pull. Let me see. I need to pull a calculator. 60, but you can multiply that by 2. Because if you pull an 11,760 lead on your Sidetrons as your secondary stats, you can get 2 of those. And then what did we say the plus 19,600? So that's 43,000 right there. And then you had I had 20,000. So that's 63,000 extra lead. And then if we have a gold hero. Oh shoot, I messed it up. No, you see. Oh wait. 63,120. Whoa, why is my calculator acting weird? So the highest lead you could ever pull would be 113,520. If you pulled perfect stats on everything. I don't think you should ever run 113,000 lead. I think at that point you're probably better off adding ability or attack, but you could. And if you had this with 5 heroes, you could have a fleet scale of over 550,000. Which would be nuts. That'd actually be insane. You could, that contribution would be like ridiculous. But yeah. So that was League. That was me opening Trons. Probably gonna cut the stream now. Oh, Palo says hi. So if the Trons lead is more than 25% of the hero's lead, it's always gonna get better overall ratings than an attack diva hero with no lead. Kind of. So like, think about it this way: if I have a hero that, say I can add like 10,000 lead or 40 ability, because that's like kind of similar. That's like 2 extras right there. So if that 40 ability gives me 40% more attack, but adding I don't know, it's hard to explain. But you just want to be well-rounded, I guess. And if like any of your stats seem like they're pretty low, thanks for the follow, Palo. Palo Sid. I'm sorry you missed this stream. I ended up getting second, but I did 5-star Achilles, so that's what matters. Yeah, it depends on the hero's ability. And like not every hero is the same. Like for ER heroes, or maybe kind of fairy heroes, you don't really want to push ability. For like my Peter, I push ability too high, because I'm fine with that. Like, I know that if I swapped an ability extra for a lead extra, I would have more overall durability, but the durability isn't what matters in this situation. I need the evasion. So I purposely run his ability really high. So, all depends. You just saw the notification? Dang. The VODs will be on YouTube if you want to check them. It might be interesting to watch how I beat Achilles. I don't know if you want to give the whole thing a watch. If you do, that's cool though. But yeah. So I have a post somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. I made a huge post on how hero stuff matters. Maybe I didn't. I can't find it. I could have sworn I made a post in it somewhere about, like, I don't know. I compared it to, like, shapes. So, like, you know how... I guess I can kind of explain it. Ooh, can I pull up Microsoft Paint? Can we Microsoft Paint this? Alright. How do I put this on my stream? Add... Display cap... No, not display capture. Yeah, I want display capture. Wait, no, I don't want a display capture. What did I do? Can I do a game capture of a program? Yeah, I can. Sick. Maybe. Actually, what if we just go full screen and try this? I can explain it if I can like draw. It's just hard to talk and explain. Alright. Cool. This will work. Ooh, you linked me a spreadsheet. Astronest attack and durability. Yes! This is exactly what I needed. Did you make this? Or is this someone linked this to you? I know some people have crazy Excel sheets. I've got a couple, but like nothing like some people do. But yeah, definitely you didn't make it, yeah. It's super good. Like this is the kind of stuff that like separates the good from the the great players. It's like understanding like how this kind of stuff works. But so I'm gonna do the poor man's version. We're just gonna draw shapes. So if we if we have a square, and then we also have, what can I do? Alright, so this can probably work. So this is how I understand it, and like this is how it makes sense to me. In bigger sense. So if you have I don't know if it's going to be like super on point. No. How many is that? It's 14. We're just going to draw like this. I want a new one. Don't say it. Alright. So we have a box, and there's we have a 4x4 square like that. A square is the best way to get like the best way to maximize your perimeter to area ratio, and that's kind of what this is. It's a perimeter to like area ratio. But you treat the perimeters as attack, lead, and ability, or defense, lead, and ability. And then you treat the area as durability or damage. So that's kind of how you treat it that way. So, like for example, for this, we have a perimeter of 16, and we get a perimeter of 16 and an area of 16. That's because you have 4 on each side. But if we were to say we make it a little different, and we do a box, and instead we have let's see. So if we do this instead, we have a perimeter of 2 by 6. So our perimeter is still the same, but our area has now shrunk to 12. So we go from 16 to 12. And if we go even more crazy, and these are the people, this last one is the people who run 700 attack or 750 attack in one thing. And this is what theirs looks like. Oops. So this is what theirs looks like. And they only have 7. That was a bad 7. Seven. I don't know. So this is kind of like how I understand it. So all of these have the same perimeters. They all have perimeters of 16. But you maximize this one right here. That was kind of bad. I'll make this one green because this one's the best one. So that's like the best. This is like if you're okay. And this is like what you don't want to do. You don't want to do the red one. But yeah, I don't know. That's how I see it. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. So essentially you just have to, and it's a little different because this is like 2 sort of things instead of, it's like, this is like a 2-dimensional thing. But if you just treat it like a cube, it's the same. I don't know. And like there's 3 variables at play. But you just want to make sure they're all well-rounded, and that's kind of what I mean. It's like they're all like around like 4 or 5 instead of pushing 1 to 7. Because like this thing is 7, but if the other sides are 1, you're not going to get a good area. I'll leave it at that. I could keep rambling on forever, but it doesn't really mean that much. So. But yeah, that's how I see the game. So. But yeah, that was a good stream. Went a little longer than I thought it would. I didn't plan on streaming for like 2 hours, but whatever. But yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in, said hi in chat. Thanks for you who just lurked too. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably stream next week too. See ya, D-Wills. Final attack, yeah. That formula right there is essentially what I'm trying to explain in layman's terms. If you don't understand math, my Microsoft Paint will make sense. If you understand math, you might be better off doing this, but... But yeah, I mean, this game is just a math simulator, and once you understand the math, you can kind of like play with its advantages and stuff. So, but yeah. Anyway, cheers, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I'll upload the VODs to YouTube. So, if you missed the stream or any parts of it you want to catch up, you can definitely tune in and watch it there. Yeah. Thanks, guys. See ya.